Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is V here, and this is a semi-unscheduled video. If you couldn't already tell by the title, after a few weeks of waiting and some disappointments here and there, I finally, in the mail today, got a Nintendo Switch. So, a couple things I wanted to say first. This was actually part of a bundle that I ordered through GameStop, which included a couple of games, some accessories, and of course a Switch. So what had happened was I had placed the order March 9th, and long story short, I got everything else, including the accessories and the games, before I got the Switch. So I've been sitting on a lot of this for the last couple of weeks, and it has been driving me crazy, but finally today, I'm just super excited to do this, so without further ado, we'll get right into it. So, I'm going to go ahead and unbox the accessories for you guys, get that out of the way first, then move on to the games, and then finally move on to the Switch. So, the first thing I'm going to show you here, and this is actually something that I, just out of curiosity, unboxed when I first got it. This is the Nintendo Switch Hybrid case. This came part of the bundle. Personally, I wanted something a little bit more, like right now I'm looking for a case that can hold the Switch along with the Joy-Cons plus some games, and this really doesn't do that. So basically, it opens up, put your Switch in here, and this actually, what I do like about this though, is it has a little kickstand to it. So you can have it like, if I can get in the camera, you can have it kind of like this, I think. I'll get it fixed eventually. But anyway, you kind of get the idea. It also came with a screen protector, which couldn't be more thrilled about because I knew from the start I wanted a screen protector for this. The screen on the Switch is plastic, so it is going to stretch easily if you're not careful. So a screen protector is a must. I will probably get a tempered glass one eventually, but this will do for now. And it also came with a cleaning cloth for the screen, so that's always nice. I'm just going to set those aside. And then I also got a 64 gig SD card. If you don't know, the Nintendo Switch does come with 32 gigs of internal storage, which is, compared to the Xbox One and the PS4, is not a lot. But you definitely want to get this if you're going to be doing a lot of downloading onto your system now. For me, probably the only games I'm going to download are the eShop exclusives. If a title gets a physical release, I'm just going to buy the physical release. So I might upgrade to the 128 gig SD card. I'm not sure yet. It'll just depend on what I download. But being that I'm going to stick with eShop exclusive titles, we'll see where that goes. Because there's eventually going to be Virtual Console on the Switch. When that's going to happen, I'm not really sure at this point. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. It might be enough for me. And then, this really isn't all that important, but I did get a power kit. It's a Nyko brand power kit. Nyko accessories are kind of hit or miss, at least for me. Their controllers, I'm not really a fan of, because I had some off-brand, like Wii controllers and nunchucks. They broke down pretty easily, so I was going to unbox this really quick. So basically what this includes is a USB Type-C connection, which is what the Nintendo Switch uses, so that is awesome. I'm pretty much just going to mutilate this box. Let's see. I think this is more like a spare charger, on-the-go charger. Not really one that you would use continuously. So you got the adapter for the wall. Don't really like when they do the plugs like this. Okay, so you got the adapter for the wall. And of course there's where you plug in the cord. And then you got your charging cord. So nothing really special for that. Get rid of all these boxes. Alright, and the next accessory, I guess I'll call this an accessory. They also sent me Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, hint hint of one of the games I got, the strategy guide. And this thing, I actually took a peek at this like when I first got it. This thing is freaking huge. There's about 350 pages in it, and just so much information. This could quite easily be my the best Zelda game I've ever played. Now, I'm not a huge Zelda fan. The titles are kind of hit or miss for me. So we'll see, but I got a feeling this will be my favorite. We'll have to play it a while just to be sure. And then it also included this poster. Let's unravel this really quick. Let's see. Okay. So this is the Hyrule Navigation Map. I can't really get all of this in one shot, so I'll do the best I can. And then on the back is a Hyrule Completionist Map. So this basically helps you out to get everything you can in the game. From my understanding, I could be very wrong on that, but that's what it looks like to me. So I cannot wait to put this to good use. Kind of debating as to whether or not I'm going to hang it up. But again, we'll find out. Alright. Let's move on to the games I got. Now, the bundle that I got specifically came with Breath of the Wild and Just Dance 2017. Now, my husband and I are not really into the Just Dance franchise, so I ended up trading that in for another game, which I'll show you which one that was here in a minute. So, first off, one of the bigger sellers here is 1-2 Switch. And this is the one that I traded Just Dance 2017 for, which I'm kind of glad I did. So for those of you that don't know, there's 28 mini games built into this. Again, I didn't really pay much of anything for it since I swapped it with Just Dance. So I really am not going to take a loss if I don't like it. But honestly, though, to pay full retail price for this is kind of a jip. From what I could see. Now, obviously, I haven't tried anything out yet, but from what I can see, it's really not worth the price tag. Now, what they could have done is condense this down to the top 5 or top 10 best games and just include it as a free bundle title with the Switch. That would have been the ideal thing to do. But, you know what? It would be a fun party game. This is really one you can't really play on your own. You pretty much need at least a second player. But my husband and I will definitely get into it, so this will come in handy for us. Whoops, dropped it. Alright, next game we got is Super Bomberman R, and this is a title that I mainly got from my husband because he's a big Bomberman fan. I am actually really excited for this. I've watched a lot of trailers, a lot of gameplay videos for this, and this is definitely one I cannot wait to sink my teeth into. I mean, it's Bomberman. If you like Bomberman, that looks like a title that you would absolutely love. And then, best for last, people. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, this is definitely, from what I can see, I mean, this world is huge. Absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to open this up. Kind of show you what, if you haven't seen anything, what these cartridges look like. This is it. Pretty much about the size of an SD card. These are even smaller than DS or 3DS cartridges, but I think they're very nice. And again, for those of you that don't know, Nintendo actually purposely made these cartridges taste bad to hopefully deter children and animals from eating them. I might, and that's a big, big might, do a taste test on these, but not in this video. Maybe later on, but not in this video. So, case for it really quick. There's no papers, no manuals, which I don't know why they have these little prongs here, but oh well. Maybe we'll get manuals later, who knows. I kind of like manuals, Nintendo manuals specifically. Alright, we got the accessories out of the way, we got the games out of the way. Only one thing left. Boom! The Nintendo Switch. And as you can see, I ended up getting the console with the gray Joy-Cons. I did really want the colored ones, but this is all that they had available at the time, which I was fine with. You know, it's a Switch, it'll play the same regardless of what color Joy-Cons you have. So, I was excited either way. So, we're going to open this bad boy up. So cool. This is so cool. Oh. Like, I've seen plenty of unboxing videos of this, but to do it myself is, it's, wow. I'm so excited. I am so excited. Alright, I'm just going to pull everything out of the box really quick. Not too worried about the manuals or the guidebooks there. Alright. Things here. And those out of the way. And this thing. And just kind of put the box on the side. Alright, so I'm actually going to start with the dock. Get that out here. So here's the Nintendo Switch dock. Not really a whole lot to it. Sorry guys, new system smell, I gotta do it. And you just open it up here. This is where your AC adapter, your USB cord, and your HDMI cables go. Again, make sure you get a screen protector for your Switch, because if you're not careful, you can scratch up your screen. So with a $300 piece of hardware, I don't think that's something that you want to happen. People have a hard enough time keeping their phones from shattering, so I don't think you want this to happen to your Switch. I mean, this is really, I gotta agree with a lot of YouTubers that this is it feels kind of cheaply made, if that's the right terminology. There's really not a lot to it. But, you know, as long as it does its job, I don't really care about that. Alright. So, and then the cables. You guys kind of know the cables. Here's the HDMI. And you got your power cord. So nothing really special there. And here is the Joy-Con grip. So this is what you put your two Joy-Cons in there to make one single controller. Now there is a Joy-Con grip out there that does charge the Joy-Cons. The one that Nintendo included with their system does not, which I think is kind of meh. I think it would have been awesome if they would have included that one because they're pretty much the same price. So I don't think they really lose any money doing it like that. But the Joy-Cons do get good battery life from my understanding. I think they said around 20 hours. So you probably wouldn't even need that one. It just depends on how long your gaming sessions are and how good you are about keeping them charged. So anyway. And then here is the Joy-Con. So again, not too colorful here because I did opt for the gray ones. That's all they had, but here they are. And these actually feel really nice. Like, I'm not really too fond of the shoulder buttons, honestly, because they just feel so small and kind of, I mean, I'll probably get used to it, but yeah, working as a single controller, I actually like how these feel. And I'm guessing, and then there's the home button here. Then you have your R and ZR buttons here. They actually don't feel too bad. And the same with this one, although I kind of like the setup of this one a little better, just because of where the control stick is. But other than that, it kind of feels the same. Yeah. Okay. And then we got the Joy-Con straps. Again, nothing too impressive here, but you do want to make sure, though, guys, these are lined up properly, because I have seen way too many and heard too many horror stories about people not lining these up properly and they get stuck on the Joy-Cons and damaging them. So I got to be careful myself, because the last thing I want to do is break anything with this system, whether it be the Joy-Cons or the system itself. Alright, that covers pretty much everything except the Switch itself. So this, I can see my reflection. This is itty bitty, like really, really tiny. This is smaller than my iPad mini, I think, honestly, but it feels really nice and really light and compact. I have an iPhone 6s Plus. I don't really have it here to compare the size, but it's definitely, I like it. I like its portability. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now the tablet screen itself only puts out gaming in 720p, which for a tablet like this, it does the job, although I wish the quality could have been a little bit better. And then putting it in TV mode, you go up to 1080p, although I think Zelda only goes to 900p, which again, graphics don't always matter that much to me. Like, I get fantastic graphics on my Xbox One and PS4, yet I've just always been a Nintendo person. Again, I'm a gamer across the board, but Nintendo's just always been my thing. My first experience with a video game was Super Mario Bros. 3 on my older cousin's NES, and I've just been hooked ever since. So, alright guys, that'll do it for the unboxing, but I did say I have a couple of announcements. Some bad news, but some good news as well. Now, for the next couple of months, well, probably next few months, at least going into July, my manga pickup videos are going to be reduced. And what I mean by that is the amount of manga I'm going to get each month is going to have to go down for a while. Just due to a couple financial things that we have to take care of, and I obviously want to keep some money for the Switch. So, after I sat down and thought about it, I am still going to pick up manga every month, but I'm just going to delegate it to my favorite series. So while I will still have pickup videos each month, it's going to be repetitive, and I do apologize for that, but I just wanted to make sure my finances are good, and I wanted to have money for Switch stuff. So, with that being said, a couple of my series, primarily Haikyuu and Food Wars, are going to build up a little bit of a backlog. So I am going to be behind on some volumes for a bit, but I will eventually catch up. It's not going to be like this forever, just for the next few months, so guys, just bear with me. I will definitely have some Twitch content in the meantime, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll be doing like reviews and maybe show some gameplay clips. I'll have to go about, see how I do that, because I'm not good at streaming. But we'll definitely have some good stuff coming. You just have to bear with me while my manga pickups are kind of dry. So anyway, that wraps up this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Have a good one.